Yes, you can, because you don't know what's going to go on up there.
You know who's shooting above you.
Welcome, folks. Hey, we got another hot one. We are sitting in the tent here today, and we are truly excited to have Storm Bowen. Is it Bowen? Correct?
Yeah, you did it right.
Okay, I tried.
Most people do one syllable and it doesn't sound right.
Well, that's B-O-E-N, Bowen, right? Well,
yeah.
Operate. Anyway, Cigars for Warriors here, right here, folks. We're truly excited to support such a wonderful cigar line that is out there supporting our troops and all. Storm, this is your baby. This is your idea. How did this all come about?
Well, it's not 100% my idea. We're 6 of us that founded the organization in 2012.
Okay.
There's 2 of us on the left. We have now a 12-man board and about 400 other volunteers.
Wow.
Speaking of, we got Nathan next to us. He's our public relations guy.
Can we see him? Come on. There's the cute.
Oh, there he is. All right.
Nathan.
he can spell more than 4-letter words, so it's perfect.
Ah, okay.
You're in my category. After 5, I stop.
I can't spell them. I just use them.
So, I mean, you started this off. We were here 2 years ago with you guys.
Yep.
What's been going on since? We did see one brand new, beautiful box by one of the ladies put that one together.
Well, so we got since I think I saw y'all guys last, we started a synergy program.
Okay.
Now, I built a program about 6 years ago thinking this would be cool when we're ready. I felt last year we were ready, or 2019 we were ready to go. But quite frankly, I didn't really bring it up. Hiram and Solomon came to me and said, we want to work with you guys. And, Eddie and George, who George has sold his part to Eddie, but we talked to the 2 gentlemen. They started this whole Hiram and Solomon thing for charity. Mm-hmm. It was all about giving back money to the Freemasonry, Shiners, etc.
Shiners, for sure.
And he's been going, and we ran into each other at different festivals, etc., and usually the manufacturer and the festival will donate, whatever's left over, etc., etc. And we were talking. He said, the first time I really, really met you at this certain festival was I gave you a bundle of cigars, and I felt shame. I said, shame? That was a great donation. He's like, yeah, I walked away thinking I just giving him 20 cigars was wrong. I should have given so many more. And what can we? I really want to get involved in how we can help you. So I just started going through all the different little various programs we've built over the years. And I just threw in this energy, see what happened. Mm-hmm. And when you understand what it means, you're going like, how do you convince anybody to do it? So basically, these guys are going to make their top-end cigar as showcase cigar, and they're going to turn around and sell it, and then they're going to promote it, and then they're going to give 100% of all that money back to CFW. Wow. You're thinking, who in their right mind's insane enough to do that? So Hiram and Solomon was the first ones to jump on board, and they really wanted, and they, as you've seen, they've gotten heavily involved. Beautiful videos they've done, social media they've done. Every magazine's got us in there. In fact, part of their wall has us in there. And okay, I'm thinking, oh, that's great. We got one down. It'll be another 2 or 3 years before we get another guy. Robert Caldwell comes over to me about literally 2 hours, 3 hours later, say, hey, I really got this great line. I want to donate all the money to you guys. It's like, what is going on here? So now we got 2 companies, and it's literally following the same format as the Synergy program I built years ago, thinking that we're not ready, they're not ready, etc. Well, we might as well go ahead and pitch it. Mm-hmm. Well, we did this all at TP. This all happened at TP in May.
A couple of months ago. Yeah.
So we're busy. I'm telling my guys, I said, we're going to try to get one more. We're lucky. And the goal is always to have 6. Because we're going to do one every 2 months. Because it's only for donation centers. So you get the exclusive line cigar. You don't really want to burn out your donation centers that are already trying to support you. Because they're going to, get these cigars and they're going to support us. They may not like that cigar, but they may buy it just because they want to support us. So we're trying to be very respectful of that thought process. So we said 6. Plus, it gives our marketing team, our public relations teams time to promote it, time for their teams to promote it every 2 months. And then there's guys like me who like chasing cigars. Y'all like chasing cigars?
Depends what we're chasing.
So we're chasing it. And you got this perfectly good line. What are we? Let's call it Viaje. And I love Viaje. You start chasing, but after some point, Andre's made so many great lines, too many fast. I'm a blue collar guy. I can always afford about that many.
Mm-hmm.
If I get frustrated, I don't want to buy no more. So again, for our supporters, we have some really strong support that just because we put our name on, they're going to buy it anyway. So we wanted where, anybody could do 6 cigars a year to buy support.
Sure.
So that's where the number 6 came from. And the reason I'm bringing that up is I've been asked that all day, why only 6? It's not because of lack of support, because at the end of TPE, we had 4 more guys wanting to do it. In the last 3 days, we've had another 12 manufacturers want to do it. But
In the last 3 days?
yes.
Wow.
So think about this. If I get greedy, though, the program fails.
You got to be smart about it. You can't be greedy.
So it's very tempting to some phenomenal companies who want to jump on board, but you got to be patient. You got to do it right.
Well, you also want to do a little research without the companies. All right.
And that's a big piece for us because we've been burned before. Hate to say it. People use our logos to sell a cigar, and we got $5. They made 50,000. We don't want to do that again. So we vetted all these companies, phenomenal companies, even more important, phenomenal people behind it. And we all know the cigar industry is about the people.
Absolutely. It's all about that.
Because as a person, I'm a vet, and I get bored very easy. This thing has held my attention for 11 years now. And I'm talking about this insanity.
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't lessened, it's increased. After 11 years, a guy like me, I would be bored off my ass if it was a Tupperware party, right? And it's really about the people. I mean, meeting you guys is great at, worth a lot to me.
Thank you.
But as you said, we vet them all. Excited to meet all of them. If we didn't know them real well, and I turn around and vet all of them before we approve them to be one of our 6 categories. Robert Caldwell, I've known for years. Eddie, I known. So that was an easy fix. The next one jumps on us is Oscar from Valadares, and
Another
he's
great
phenomenal
guy.
people, guys. I mean, lead by Oscar. So they decided they want to do a CFW by Oscar.
Oh.
So that comes out January 1st. Then a newer kind of company in the United States who's a little bit older in Europe, it's just taken Europe by storm, is Cavalier.
Yes, we saw them over here today, too.
Phenomenal people. I mean, the couple is just amazing. But, I call some people and say, hey, what do you know about them? I personally like them, but that doesn't always mean everything.
Right.
I called Jonathan Drew and he said, these guys are phenomenal. You should trust them, go with it. And JD's one of those guys that like, yeah, take your time, back away.
Right.
But so if he gives them right off the bat, says they're good people, they're good people. So we're very excited. Even more importantly is Illusione distributes for Cavalier.
Right.
And Illusione is about as American top honest
they are
people.
getting big. They just took over one of my friends' Armadillo cigars, too. So they're
Nice.
starting to push them, too.
Phenomenal guys. So now we got 4 companies. I'm kind of tripping out. Wow, this is pretty cool. These are great companies. So we got Oscar on January 1st coming out. After that, we got this new I say new. They've been retail for a long time in California.
Okay.
And if you've ever been to California, someone says it's big, a big house, big company. We're talking about 300-400 square foot. Talking about Texas, we're talking about 3,000 or 4,000 square foot.
There you go. Everything's bigger
Right.
in Texas.
So when they say big, they actually meant big retail stores. I mean, large square footage, large sales, etc. And what was really cool to me is that this new line they're building, Mi Havana, 2 of the 3 owners are vets.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and Raul is a master blender of cigars. So I personally like the little small guy. I like to see and have a small little part in helping them grow.
Absolutely.
And again, we vetted them. We went through the process, and these, from everything we've been told, they're phenomenal guys, very honest, very straightforward, and you're going to have a good relationship. So far, it's been phenomenal. Then the last one, our number 6, was Kretek. People may not understand the word Kretek. Phillips the Kings, TPE Trade Show, Tobacco Business, Cigar and Leisure, Ventura Cigars. Kretek owns all of that stuff.
Oh, really?
5 magazine, they're just a monster.
Oh, God.
So they have one of their cigars called Slaughterhouse. Now, if you're a vet, you're already going, oh, that's some cool marketing. I can see that, right?
Sure.
So I'm very excited. My marketing guy's like, he's drooling at the mouth. I like Slaughterhouse. So we started doing it, and we built a cigar, and we're excited. Kretek's getting on board. And with that, they want to do so much more than just that little cigar. So we're very excited about that relationship building.
That's fantastic.
At the end of the day, it was really to give back to our donation centers. As funny as that sounds, yeah, we want you to buy it because it benefits us. But at the same time, you've been a donation center, you're making some money out, but you're still respecting us as a charity. So I felt this was a good way to really give back to those that are giving back to us. A nice exclusive cigar. Because when you talk about the social media world, these guys are fanatics. You say limited, well, shit, I got to get 10 of them.
Absolutely.
Right?
It creates a frenzy immediately when you say that.
And let's face it, me and you both done it, right? So I'm excited to do that. And then the last piece of the whole thing is we've been trying for the last 2 years. One of my mandates at the yearly board meeting was to reach outside of the industry. There's always somebody I say, Ron, I need another $5. Ron's going to be like, first 10 times, yeah, here you go. Number 11 is like, dude, I got to pay for my lights. I got to pay for my house. I got a car bill. My wife, she wants to go eat once in a while.
Catches up after a while.
Right. Sure. So I can tap you on the shoulder so many times. We got to get outside of the industry. So we're very excited. Our first company outside the industry is a coffee company, which is very important for us. So the number 2 item our men and women have always wanted was coffee. We've always sent coffee, but it's always been 30% of our packages, 20% of our packages, 60% of our packages. Janice got on board. It's a very boutique, very high-end bean coffee. And so we just said we're going to start out with consumer. That means any of us go to the website, click the button, we get a really nice. So if Ron goes and buys a bag of this coffee, what's really cool is, yeah, we get money back. We get over half of it back. So much more important is we get that same bag back to us to send to the troops. And you're going to put donated by Ron. And I know a lot of people saying, well, I want my name. That's not what I do it for, but it's still pretty cool to know that you've been someone's going to read it and you're in it.
All right.
Can I ask you a question? You say coffee's that important. We did not know that. Once a year, we get people to donate whatever they can, tobacco-wise, whether it's cigars, pipes, pipe tobacco, and we send the package off to the troops.
So I put...
If coffee's that important, should we also ask for coffee?
Definitely.
I had no idea about this. So you're telling me something really important.
Uncle Sam
new.
don't supply the coffee for you guys?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
it looks like mud.
Yeah,
it feels like mud.
Tastes like
but
it,
it smells like shit. Just face it. It's just horrible.
We did not know that.
So we will now be asking for coffee.
Absolutely.
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 So, yes, we did a 3-year survey. We'd already started this because we really just, CFW just started to say thank you. You raise your hand, you put your life on the line, you're leaving your family for 9 months, year and a half, and you're going through some of the most worst environment as possible. Here's a cigar to normalize something for an hour and a half, 2 hours. In my case, I would take my rank off. Now, it may not be so kosher. I'd make my guys smoke a cigar, whether they wanted it or not. But they knew for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, they could call me anything they wanted. They could say anything they wanted. They just relax, get anything
for
off.
that hour and a half, they were mellow.
Free.
That's it.
They were free and they felt normalized.
Sure.
And when you get into environments that you may not have been in for, or it just sucks, you need something like that.
Absolutely.
That is a reliever. Tobacco, the leaf has always been a reliever. It puts people at a different frame of mind. And again, we're just socializing here. It doesn't matter where you came from, what you do for a living. You're all on kind of equal grounds, and you have some of the greatest conversations ever.
Exactly.
Ever. No, Storm. Thank you. I want to thank you very much
you guys,
for giving us the time. What you do, keep it up.
Nathan, I want to ask you, what's your part in the company?
So I'm the director of public relations. So I'm responsible for writing the press releases and some of our social media, the LinkedIn page. Okay, so yeah, I manage the press releases that we do. So as we put out these cigars, for example, the Hiram and Solomon release, we send that out to all of our donors, all the shops that we work with, and anybody who's a follower of us. So we promote it. So it's a win for everybody. The troops make out well. the shops make out well, the manufacturer makes out well, the charity gets additional name recognition. We're building our presence on LinkedIn. There's Facebook and Instagram. We're doing really well with that. But on LinkedIn, what's great is you get professional connections.
Yes.
So people who share an interest in the cause can also meet other professional people, make business connections, and learn about the charity as well. Not just, because it makes you feel good to donate, because there's business opportunities associated with it, and you can network and meet people. So my job is to help get the message out there, make sure people understand what the opportunities are, and that will keep the virtuous cycle going that we're trying to build here. So we're at a really pivotal moment where this program is about to take off. We're trying to get the word out. And you guys were talking earlier about community and how important that is to this trade show and to everybody out there. We're trying to build community and get people excited about the chance to give back. So that's why I got involved, is because I found something that I loved that benefited a great cause. And it's not work to me. I got a regular job, but I spend my time supporting this because it's
important.
Fantastic.
It's important.
And he runs, just so you get a little bit of idea of the kind of quality of people we have, he runs HR for major companies. He left, just to give you an example, he left Microsoft because he got added into another company. So I'll just put that out there.
Go to Apple?
No,
I'm only kidding.
I work for a company called Live Person. We do AI for conversational commerce. So it opens up the ability of a brand to reach customers at scale, handle a lot of the really simple tasks that they do, and free their agents up for the more complex stuff where they can upsell people, they can make an unhappy customer happy. So if you've dealt with any big major brands like Delta or T-Mobile, you've worked with us. And instead of having to deal with calling an IVR, pushing numbers in, or waiting on hold to talk to a representative, trying to figure out a website, you've got immediate asynchronous contact that answers your questions, get things dealt with. If it's simple, I want to reset my password, or if it's I want to change this thing on my account, AI handles it like that. It's
cool.
Beautiful.
I'll tell you, before we go, I'm sure people want to know where they can get your cigars. So tell us.
Well, we're going to, if you go to cigars.org, cigarsforwarriors.org or .net.com, the nice thing is I made sure we got all the endings because I'm a little slow. That .org.com, I'm going to mess it up no matter what. So this way I can say anything I want. We're good to go. If you go to the website, you can find the list of our cigars, the date cigar. The reality is you go to our donation centers to buy the cigars.
Okay.
So you go to the store, they don't have a box. They say, do you have any Cigars for Warriors cigars? That's the best thing a customer can do because they're going to make that individual owner go, huh?
Exactly.
If they don't know, they then eventually become a donation center.
Great.
So that kind of pressure, is as minimal as it sounds, is actually a huge support for us. While we have about 500 stores after today, we would love 1,000.
There you go.
So that's a good way to support. We got people who always want to be volunteers. We definitely take them. And just because you're thinking volunteer, we're not talking about 80 hours. There's a few of us that do that, but you can literally choose a job you want to do from 2 hours to 60 hours a week. Anything you want to do in between. We all know how much fun it is at events. We got event coordinators. And quite frankly, our event coordinators is the heart of CFW. These men and women go out there and they support us at small events, large events, festivals, etc. But without them, after the deeming of 2016, CFW would not be even an entity. Because we went from 90% of our donation cigars from the manufacturers to less than 5%. And everything else came from donation centers.
Wow.
So we really had to rework everything, get our volunteers, event coordinators, pump it up a little bit. And they stepped up because we went for 50,000 cigars a month. By the end of the 2017, when the deeming really went into effect, our worst month ever at 736 cigars.
Wow.
Now you got to think about it. Our first month was in 2012. We didn't have a clue what we were doing. We sent out 860 cigars. I mean, we had no clue what we were doing. And we sent out more cigars than we did after 9 straight months of 50,000+ cigars.
Well, things do happen. It's a roller coaster ride. Things will happen even moving forward. But
this is
you'll
an
learn
important
about
cause, and I hope you guys are so successful.
Absolutely.
Well,
Cigars for
really.
Warriors, folks. You got to donate. You got to look into them. Do whatever you can. Support our vets in every aspect you possibly can.
These are the guys who are keeping this free.
Storm and Nathan, this is where we're at. And we got Big John outside. Folks, thank you very much. Appreciate everything you do. Do whatever you can for CFW. From now,
Support the
here,
troops,
all
man.
of us, to all of you, hold on. We'll be right back with another interview.
See you in a few minutes.
And check out CFW. Thank you. Thank you, Storm.